With 8 days left of Christmas, we bought ourselves to drink. Lucky 7, the Frenchman. Oh my goodness. I am nailing it this year.
I think you did better with the Leopold
Yeah.
rhyming thing.
You gotta change it up. I can't have the same tone all the time. I know you guys waited all year long for me to sing, so there you go. It's for you. I do it for you. But all right, let's get right into the particulars on this one. As you can see, again, this was a malfunction of the microphones on the first take, so we're going to take 2. We did it a couple days ago, so we're going to see what this one tastes like. So this one comes in at 113 proof. We got it for $99.99. This happens to be batch 3. It is non-age stated, but they do say it's about a 4-year thing. So the company's Lucky 7 Spirits Distillery is what they have, and the distillery is an undisclosed Kentucky distillery. It was released in 2022, and it's also an undisclosed mash bill. If you're getting a theme, there's a lot of undisclosed going on. So Lucky 7 actually got its name from the infamous Stage 7 in Hollywood, California, where some of the greatest movies in cinema history were filmed. And it's a straight bourbon finished in French oak barrels for an undisclosed time. So they're not telling you much on the bottle. They're not telling you much on their website.
Nothing on the bottle. There's little diamonds on the back, and there's just like a whole lot of shit on that whole. There's nothing really on.
No, and for
if
some,
you're pregnant, don't drink.
Right. For some people, that really. I mean, if you want to do like Bardstown, even though they don't ship to Massachusetts, and I'm mad at you for that, Bardstown, by the way. But
nobody ships.
They at least disclose everything, or let's go with the holiday. They disclose everything they do. You know what I mean? These guys, not so much. I have had
nothing. They got a
ton of stuff that I've liked.
A ticket on there,
yeah,
and that's about it.
And the funny thing is, it's from Kentucky, but this screams California, and it's literally named after a stage in California. Like, if I didn't know any better, it's like, what do you mean it's a Kentucky whiskey? You know what I mean? It screams California to me. But who am I? You know what I mean? Let's see what they actually screams out of the bottle. So the one good thing about actually having screwed up microphones and the fact that you couldn't hear it and having us doing it a couple days later, this did have a slight chance of opening up. So we're going to have to see if it changes. I know yesterday's actually changed.
You can't see your breath, so it might open.
No. I got the heat on. Yesterday's actually got way mintier in the rye.
It did.
You know what I mean? So
it definitely did.
I was wondering if this was going to open up a lot.
No rye
oakier.
nose, I can tell you that.
Well, it's not a rye, so I hope it's not going to be. Although I am getting a wood smell. I get an oaky smell on this one. Not a strong oak. Not that, sit me back. This smells delicious like I get. No. When I get like Penelope, it sits me back. It's like that. My happy land. This is 130.
Do we have another oak in Eden?
We do have another oak in Eden. And it's either French oak or regular oak. I forget what the double oak is, but we do have one in the sack. Mm-hmm. It's been there a long time, too. Mm-hmm. So that hole, it doesn't keep going, is going to be tested. Because the last one was way oakier than I wanted.
It was that. You definitely know there's a proof in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the La La Land when you were singing and such. This one holds on.
It does, but...
in a whole different groove than yesterday.
You know what's funny? Because normally when I do French oak, it gives me like a sweeter oak. It's not giving me so much.
I'm not even getting a whole overpowering.
Oh, I'm getting an oak, but it's not. I agree with you. It's not like a
tannic.
Definitely not tannic, but it's not like holy oak. It's coming down.
No.
Because I
and it's had.
And at 113, I thought it was gonna coat way more than it did. Like, it wasn't uber viscous.
2 days ago was.
If you're gonna go to that malted rye, 1,000%. That thing coated.
This one. It did. That one did coat.
Yeah.
That was like a.
That's an outlier, man.
Extra. Yeah, spit it out. Extra thick maple syrup.
No, 100%.
It was like that was a gooey. It was almost like a castor oil.
It's a bad review when I'm talking about a different whiskey, but honestly, go back to that New Riff malted rye. Man, that thing makes me want to go drink it again. That had such a viscosity, and it hung so much compared to this one.
And different flavors.
This is kind of 1,000%.
You do now after, I don't know if this is the second or third sip. I don't know what the hell, I can't talk today. But it's You do get that oak.
I almost just spit all over the camera.
You do get an oak presence.
No, that's 100%.
That's kind of the only flavor though.
And if I'm going to be honest, it's a little oakier than it was a couple days ago when we did it.
It's like the only flavor.
That is all you get. You really do. I'm not getting a caramel in the front. You're not getting a nut in the front. There's no fruit in the front.
Definitely no nuts.
You're basically getting. You don't even get that. Like when I do, like bring me back to Woodford Double Oak, I get a nice savory, like butter on top of steak, savory flavor. I don't get that either.
The nose isn't really telling you anything either.
It's not. Oh, hey, buddy. You want to come up?
If anything, I may even get a light fruit initial hit in the nose, but that's about it.
Fruit. I'll look for your fruit in a second. Yes, I got a hat on my head. I know.
It's light with maybe a hint of caramel. I don't know. There's not much in the nose.
No. This is one of the more expensive. This is one of the more expensive ones that I've paid. Again, these didn't regularly come to Massachusetts, and then Steve's Magical Store got a bunch of them. Mm-hmm. So I was paying whatever it came because it literally on a website back when this has been in the sack probably a year and a half, if not longer. And when I bought them, it literally said on their website, "We do not ship. These are the only states we ship to, and Massachusetts wasn't one of them." So he came up with a bunch of them, and I was like, "Ooh, buy them all," you know. So, okay, I paid a little bit more for this one, but it's a double oak too. And I was like, oh, let me see. But it's not.
I don't think it would win.
We have some double oaks.
I don't think it would win in wines, to be honest with you. Oh,
I even have a Jim Beam double oak that I have.
This is that slippery, crazy bottle.
And you put it wrong again. He doesn't listen.
Well, if you do it my way, you're going to lose it because it's got no grip on it like a football.
Well, I told you before, I made the mistake the first time. When you try to do this and it's full, you're spilling here, and it spills. You got to go this way. There's no tape on it, so you can actually get away with it. If you turn it sideways, it works. This is one of them bottles. I spilled it all over. It was like dribble, and I was like, what the heck? If you pour it this way,
probably because you can hold it.
Yeah, no, you can too. I have little tiny girl hands. I get it. You know, I know. So now, honestly,
what are you getting? Are you getting a light fruit now in the nose?
I'm not getting I didn't get your fruit. Orange. If I'm going fruit, I'm going an orange.
If you got to go there, I'd go with like the little cuties where you can just rip the whole rind off.
No, 1,000%. But if I'm going to go with a fruit, I'm going with like an orange.
I can go with a little cutie.
Yep.
Or whatever else
yeah.
they're called.
No,
I love them.
Yeah, are they actually technically? I think they're tangerines. No. No. What? I know you. No,
cuties.
I know what
it says on the bag.
It says cuties. That's a brand name, but it's actually a type of orange. But I can't think it. It is a tangerine.
No, mandarin.
Mandarin orange. That's what it is. No. Woo. Is it? Those are the ones Ryan actually likes. They're in the cans.
They're in the cans.
I think those are
what they put in a can.
Could be.
I think so.
I do get a caramel though. There is a caramel in the front
light.
too.
It is light.
So if you're gonna go with your fruit, I'd have to do like a caramel coated one.
I could almost go with like a brown sugar. It's almost like
you know what? Yes,
it's almost like a brown sugary sauce.
Yep.
It's not caramel. It's more brown sugar.
Over that with a hint of vanilla. So you'd almost have the brown sugar vanilla muddle.
Now that we report, the nose did wake up. Yep. I could almost go with the syrupy.
When you muddle them together, you get that smell.
Mandarins,
yeah,
with little brown sugar in with that.
It's funny because a lot of the double oaks we have aren't high in proof, and I really thought this was going to shine.
Now that now that we've gone. The oak is starting to come through.
Oh no,
it's heavily present.
Yeah, I got it. But
that's all there is.
Because we did it a couple days ago, and it didn't have as much of an oaky presence. I think this is opening up.
It is
as we do. Again, we don't get the opportunity until we put it in a blind usually to do it. And not that I'm thanking the fact that the microphone screwed up, and hopefully they don't screw up again. Because if I got to do take
that's
take
a long ride home for me.
If we're gonna do take 3, I'm not gonna be happy. But with that being the case,
should have checked it. Stupid on that part.
Nah, I got faith. Look at me. I got faith. And now you're making me nervous. But where are you at for a grade?
This one's not wowing me, to be honest.
Okay. I don't disagree. Because you know what? As much as you hated them in the beginning, I think even the rye just brings a complexity of flavor. This is more of a one-note factor. You're getting pretty much oak. That's it.
It is, and it's $100.
Yeah.
I know it's 113. I'm like BB plus at best is kind of where I'm at. I don't know where.
No, I actually like your B. I like your B. I think it's a little bit better than the. It has a little bit better viscosity than the rye we did yesterday, but it's nowhere near the malted rye we did the day before.
It's nowhere.
You know what I mean? Type of a. If I'm going to equate it to recent
it goes
events,
actually pretty quick as well.
Yes,
it's really only sharing one note. The nose is a little bit better,
but you do get that oaky presence where you didn't get any of that. You didn't get that on some,
the oak,
right? But I can honestly say, I'm 90% sure I got double oaks behind me that are gonna crush this in the blind. But that's the fun of it. Even at the proof, I had higher expectations for this. Maybe that's why I'm easy to settle. Because it is 113 proof, I thought it was going to be like.
I don't really drink that. If there's a plus, it really doesn't drink one.
I haven't had the Old Forester 1910 in forever, but I think that would spank this because
it doesn't really hang around.
No, there's not a big finish.
For 113, you could take a pretty good swallow with this, and it's not even. It has yet to sit in my throat. The 100 proof is what we would just did, kind of hung around
held
a little
on
bit
longer,
and it doesn't stick on your tongue. And nowhere near does it stick on your tongue.
A lot of that has to do with the viscosity too, though. It's not oily. The flavor doesn't stay.
Okay.
I agree with you. I'm saying the same thing, but it's not just the proof. You would think it would stay because of that, but it's not a viscous.
No,
it's more. I don't want to say water-esque, but you get that flavor. But it does. The finish is quick.
It is quick.
It is quick.
It is no scraping. It's kind of here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
And for 113. I would have thought it would have kind of.
I actually thought this was going to wow me. I thought this was going to be right up there in one of my better whiskeys. I'm not going to lie.
No,
I really thought this was going to.
I didn't know what to expect.
I did because sometimes I really like the double. Like I really like Woodford Double Oak, and it's at 90 proof. So at 113, I thought this was going to sit me back. Yeah.
Imagine if
it was higher. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, and it doesn't sit me back. It's just solid.
That would be a screaming.
Right, and that's what I thought this was going to bring me to. It doesn't. And to be honest with you, I think I like the Holiday Toast better, and that's just a straight double oak. It's not finished in French oak. It's just finished in oak, and I think you get a bigger oaky presence. Future Tom, write that down. I actually want to put them against each other just to see on which one I actually like better. But well, there you go. If you guys have tried this, leave a comment down below. I know that they circulate around everywhere.
I'm not thinking we're going to get a lot of comments on this because a lot of people, they want the disclosure, they want this, and this does nothing.
But leave that comment. I 100% agree. Certain brands get gigged because they're not, they don't disclose, but this one seems to slide through the cracks. They get away with undisclosed everything.
Telling you nothing.
No, right. Drink it if you want. And this is our price tag. Have a nice day. Well, I don't disagree. This is the only one.
With that, and if you factor that in, it's kind of bringing my grade a little lower. But
yeah, I don't dislike this in any way. I think a lot of the stuff they've done prior to this is better. But if you want to go like flavor on something, I think this Thomas Moore behind me, it spanks it. All the makers, just more flavor, more taste, more everything. Way better viscosity and way better everything.
They're finishing different oaks or different barrels.
Maker's 46 is finished in the same French oak, and that just spanks this. Even a cask strength at a lower proof.
Every time we break out a Maker's, it does tend to ride pretty high.
Would do that, and we can't get Billy's Blend here, but the Maker's maybe $60, maybe here. The cask strength, Maker's 46. I don't know. Makers.
It's definitely cheaper than 100.
Well, makers and mass is tough.
We can get store picks though on a regular basis. I got a couple.
Oh, like the wood finishing ones and stuff like that. That'll be under this price.
Yeah.
No, I 100%. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
It's a store pick, and he's still probably jacking it up another $10.
And it would be way more flavor than what we're doing right now.
I'm guessing yes.
Yes. So, well, there you go. That's our review. Again, if you guys tried this, you can leave a comment down below. If you want to see this up against anything, I already got one. But if you want to see it up against anything else, leave that comment down below because, again, we're going to start back up with our Blind Fight Fridays.
March.
No. Well, we got
a pretty good list.
Well, unless they do the Blind Fight Fridays because then I can kind of put it in. Yeah. And a ladybug climbing on my leg. I'm like, I think I got a spider eating me up. But 'tis the season. So... All right, well, there you go. That's the Lucky 7, the Frenchman. Again, what did we settle on? B minus?
I'm
B minus?
B, B minus.
Yeah. It's about that.
It doesn't do
We will put it in a blind against a bunch of double
We'll
oaks.
see.
What
I mean, if
what
it comes
this-
out and
yeah.
it smokes them,
Yeah.
I'd be shocked.
It did get more oak than I remember it having a
It
couple
does,
days
and
ago.
it's
So.
starting to caramelize out a little bit in the nose. We've
Right.
been bullshitting for a bit, but
All right. Well, there you go. That's our review. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.